Good evening, guys. Like I always say, boys and girls. Uh, this is Ross, WRNC518 slash WD4EHU. Okay, today's post is a Hytera. Some of you might have heard of the brand, and they're a commercial. They cover all the 95, 97, all the 90s numbers. And this particular one, I had it on the ham band, on the 440 70 centimeters band, and I decided to bring it over to GMRS. So I had to reprogram, realign, and since I wanted everything compact, as you can see, these Hyteras are designed so there's enough room in there that you can put an actual duplexer, a mobile duplexer inside, 50 watt or max. This one is on 46255 and obviously 46755. Underneath, I don't know if you can even, oh yeah, you see it there. It's the receiver and transmitter. These are the most selective receivers that I've ever seen since they're encapsulated. They're RF tight with feed-through capacitors and the works. So you never hear an intermount on these things unless it's caused by something else. So anyway, this particular one, I decided to put a Raspberry Pi. I had it on a case, but I didn't have a 90-degree. Just looking here. I didn't have a 90-degree USB, mini USB, whatever the hell that thing is called. So it was hitting the wall, so I had to take it out of the case so I could move it towards the other side, to the right in this case, so I could make room for the USB power to power the Pi. And then also I have here as you may know, a rim, what do I call that? Rim light, USB light, whatever the hell. And that's connected to this particular one. Is going to be connected to GMRS. I haven't decided on the network yet, but as you can see, I like to do things neat, so I put labels and things. And like I said, this is the duplexer. This is a continuous duty 50 watt repeater. It doesn't need external cooling. There's a lot of misconceptions about this particular piece of equipment. People think that it's going to need a fan, and when I show you, it's funny because when you look at the okay, this is the Pi, this is the rim light, and this is a DC to DC converter, 12 to 24 in, 503 amps out, and that's what's powering the Pi. And a lot of people are going to say, hey, wait a minute, a Raspberry Pi inside a repeater with a cover on it, it's going to burn. No, it's not going to burn. The room where the repeater is a 10 by 10. It has a central air conditioning, 4-ton, and the room temperature is 62 degrees year round. So don't even bother to criticize. Anyway, everything is wired. My favorite connector, as you can see, is the N. I pay extra to make sure the duplexers, I hate BNC with a passion. So I use everything N connector. Now I'm going to turn her around. You're going to see her butt. Okay. This particular cable is necessary when you do an internal duplexer. So you're taking the PA out into the duplexer, and from there, it comes out this particular port. This is a mixed already, RX, TX on this single connector. That's a power connector. This is the 25 pin. 26 pin. These Chinese people, why the hell they had to make a 26 pin when there's so many 25 pins out there? But anyway, that's what they do. They smile in your face, like the song says. Like I said, this is an RD982U1, 400 to 470 megahertz. Look at the spectrum. And these repeaters tune themselves as you move them different frequency. Now the funny part is, look at this fan. Tiny little thing. And let me tell you, when I first became a dealer of this particular units, they told me they were continuous duty. So I say, really? Continuous duty? So I put them to the test. I had one keyed up for an entire week. I put a jumper on the PTT on the microphone. And that thing ran for an entire week. Every other day I would go look at it, and the heatsink was warm. So these things can put out, let me tell you. Anyway, the next video is going to be the actual performance. And it's going to blow your mind when you see the sensitivity in this receiver, which is great because since it has so much selectivity, there's no intermod ever going into this thing, especially, well, these duplexes are band reject. They're not band pass. But anyway, nevertheless, this receiver is kind of keep everything out. Superb piece of equipment. All right, 7 trees. We'll talk to you guys later. WRNC518 clear.